Morning, welcome back to the shop. Hey, I'm gonna do a little quick show and tell on these leveling legs I made here. This is 1.5" angle iron. You can see I've got holes drilled and countersunk here for number 6 flathead screws. And I've got these staggered. You can't see it from the camera from this angle so good, but I've got them staggered. Like this one is about 1 inch down from the top and 3/8 back. The one on this side is about 1.25 inches down from the top and 1/4 inch back from the edge. And they're staggered like that all the way across. They're staggered up and down, and they're staggered in and out. That way you don't have two screws trying to hit each other in the corner. These are let in. This is eighth inch thickness, and it's so I just rabbited an eighth of an inch in on both sides. That way you got a good shelf from the register on. This is it's called a coupling nut. I'll show you one here in a minute. They're about $2 from the hardware store. This is a piece of all thread. The coupling nut is just welded to the end of this angle iron. The angle iron is 6 inches long. If there was going to be a lot of side load on this, I would make them 8 or 1 foot long, just to put less strain on these screws. So this is a piece of 1/2 inch all thread. It is about, they were 6 inches long overall. I just tack welded a nut about 1/2 inch off the bottom of it. Tack welded a nut to the all thread. This puck is 3 inches in diameter. This is just a 1/2 inch plate. Piece of 1/2 inch plate I cut a circle out of, drilled a hole through it, and I've got a picture drawn of how I did that. And I'll show that here in a minute. But yeah, I welded a nut on the end of this. And I can't remember if I turned this on a lathe or ground the threads off, but I ground the threads, got the threads off of the piece of all thread, and drilled a small, 1/8 inch hole probably in the end of it, about 1/4 of an inch deep. And then when you stick the end of that in here, you just peen the threads over, similar to the end of a C-clamp. So here's my puck. Like I said, it's 3 inches diameter. I've got a 1/4 inch through hole. There's a 3/8 inch counter bore, about 3/32 deep, and here's a section view of the same. This would be upside down as in relation to the actual how it was, because the bolt would come in like this. And like I said, the bolt has got a nut welded to it, just tack welded on there. And then there is a small relief hole drilled in the end of the bolt, and you just take a center punch, hold the bolt on a block of wood or something where you don't ding it, and drive a center punch in right here gently, and then that'll mushroom out the end of the bolt just enough to hold it into the puck and hold the puck up onto the bolt when you're rolling your machine around. This drawer, this cabinet does have regular casters on the bottom of it. The 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch nuts with 3/4 inch wrench, you just screw the legs up when you need to move the cabinet around. And, the cabinet rolls as normal. Really, all the leveling legs are for is just to take the weight off the casters and keep things from wiggling around. And that machine right there likes to wiggle around a lot. So anyway, now you see what I'm talking about, and I hope this helps y'all. And y'all have a good day. Drive safe. Watch for deer.